I'm here at Messe Berlin for the IFA, which is basically a massive tech festival, very similar to CES, but in Europe. Anyway, over the next few days, I'm going to be doing individual booth tours for some of my favorite brands, or brands that I think are worth noting. I'll also be doing a roundup video as well at the end of it, showcasing some of the coolest tech that I find at IFA 2023. But for now, I want to start my IFA videos with a brand that you know I know, that you know that I love. Come and take a look. I thought this was going to be a fantastic place to start, given the fact that on Wednesday I featured their Curtain Bot 3, one of the best robot curtain robots that exist. So go and check out that review if you haven't seen it. But let's go and have a look at what SwitchBot has to offer, and also beat up someone. Genuinely, this is what I've been waiting for in smart robot vacuums, because it does so much of the stuff I keep asking for. For one, it's got an automatic refill and empty tube in this little station here. Now, what's quite interesting is that this station is separate to the charging and empty station that it has for dust and dirt. So what it'll do is it'll go around mopping, it can fill up underneath your sink, in that little gap that's pretty much useless and that no one ever uses, and then you can go back to charge and empty stuff over here. But not just there, this is a humidifier. This can fill itself up, go to the humidifier, and then fill the humidifier up. I mean, that really is one step closer to an all-singing, all-dancing robot that cleans and humidifies your house. I love it. It's no surprise that SwitchBot have won a ton of awards this show. They've won the Best in Show by the Ambient IFA 2023. They've got the Best IFA and stuff. They've got Showstoppers, Best of IFA by YD Yanko Design. They have won a ton of awards, and it is completely clear to see because their S10 is unreal. It's so cool. Now, this is one of the coolest things about this, is the ability to change the mopping pad without having to flip the actual robot over. So I just lift this up here. Is that right? Yeah. So I lift that up there. I've got a cartridge I can pull out of that, and that stays flat. In other robot vacuums, normally you'd have to flip the entire thing over to remove the mops or clean them. But the fact you can do this just to inspect it or change it, that is so cool. There he goes straight back in. There we go, look at that! That is so cool. Down here, this is where they've got the sort of auto empty and refill station here, and that is then wired underneath the sink into this sort of section here. And it looks dead easy to do. All it is this kind of snap-in section here that allows you to drain and refill the robot. Now, what I really like about this is that this is actually powered by the robot, so there's no mains connection. This means that it's safer, it's more convenient, and it's smaller. It can fit underneath your sink in this little sort of section underneath here that no one ever uses.
Most of the functionality of the S10 is what we've come to expect from a flagship robot vacuum. Although they didn't necessarily reinvent the wheel with the design, it is a particularly friendly looking device with lots of smooth corners. I'd possibly say it's the most friendly design of any robot vacuum I've seen yet. It has some great user-friendly features too. The top lid simply pops off and you can get access to the dirt collection chamber, but with the self-emptying station, you'll never need to do that because the dirt gets transferred into a Hoover-type dust bag, which you simply lift up and dispose of. The S10 also has a pretty unique self-cleaning mop feature. Using its clean water supply, it cleans the roller mop and then deposits the dirty water into a separate tank. It then simply deposits that water down your drain when it connects to the refill station that you'll probably have set up under your sink.
they've made some incredible design choices with this robot. But even on the underside are some incredible things. For starters, they've used a full rubber brush, which is excellent for things like pet hair and keeping it tangle-free as well. And if you're like me and have dogs with massive hair, then something like this just means that you're not going to be tangling all the time and underneath the robot trying to fish out all the hair. But also this roller design for the mop, this is the first that I've ever seen that has this design. I actually think it's really quite genius. They've done a really good job with the S10. You get a thumbs up from me so far. So that is SwitchBot at IFA 2023. I absolutely love the new things they've brought out. The S10 is incredible, and I cannot wait to take a look at it in home to see how it performs. I think it's such a good idea, and actually it sparks my mind for other things that they could do with just a robot vacuum that works around, goes to different things like humidifiers or even dehumidifiers. I just think it's such a good idea. So if you want to check out SwitchBot, go and take a look. I'll leave a link in the description below. But stay tuned, hit that subscribe button because we're going to have more IFA 2023 booth videos coming over the next few days and a big roundup episode towards the end of all the coolest tech that you've seen, well, I've seen at IFA 2023. So I'll see you guys back shortly.